The magical purposes underlying Sak Yant sacred tattoos represent a sophisticated taxonomy of metaphysical objectives that has evolved through centuries of esoteric practice within the Thai spiritual landscape. These categories function as a coherent organizational system through which practitioners conceptualize, apply, and transmit specific magical technologies intended to address distinct domains of human experience and vulnerability. Far from arbitrary designations, these classifications reflect deep ontological understandings regarding the relationship between physical embodiment, subtle energetics, and supernatural forces within the syncretic cosmology of Thai Buddhism. The systematic categorization of these magical purposes reveals a nuanced approach to spiritual practice wherein particular metaphysical effects are pursued through specific geometric configurations, mantric formulations, and ritual procedures appropriate to each desired outcome. Rather than approaching magical efficacy as a generalized phenomenon, the Sak Yant tradition demonstrates remarkable precision in differentiating between distinct modes of supernatural intervention, each with its particular scope, methodology, and phenomenological characteristics. Complementary to Kong Grapan but functionally distinct is the category of Kleu Klad, a magical purpose oriented toward evasion and the deflection of danger rather than direct imperviousness. The term derives from Kleu signifying to turn aside and Klad meaning to escape, together denoting a supernatural capacity to avoid harmful circumstances through what might be termed probabilistic manipulation. Where Kong Grapan enables one to withstand direct assault, Kleu Klad creates conditions wherein such assaults fail to occur or are diverted before impact. Practitioners describe this effect as generating a form of metaphysical slipperiness wherein misfortune seems unable to maintain its grip upon the protected individual. Ethnographic accounts frequently reference unexpected circumstances that prevent potential harm from manifesting, such as weapons jamming, attackers becoming disoriented, or dangerous situations resolving through apparently fortuitous coincidence. The yantra designs associated with this category often incorporate spiral patterns, labyrinthine configurations, and representation of elusive creatures such as serpents or eels, all intended to generate deflective qualities within the subtle body of the bearer. Military personnel have historically sought Kleu Klad tattoos before entering combat zones, believing them essential for navigating dangerous environments where direct confrontation cannot always be avoided. Shifting from protective to influential categories, metamahanium represents a metaphysical technology focused on generating universal goodwill, likability, and harmonious social relations. Deriving from the Pali meta signifying loving kindness or universal benevolence and mahanium meaning great popularity, this classification encompasses supernatural means for cultivating positive regard from others through what might be termed charismatic radiance. Unlike crude manipulation of others through coercive means, metamahanium operates through the enhancement of natural likability, creating what practitioners describe as an aura of trustworthiness and benevolent authority that predisposes others toward favorable interaction. Anthropological studies have noted the particular prevalence of these designs among individuals whose professional success depends upon social receptivity, including politicians, sales professionals, teachers, and community leaders. The designs associated with this category frequently incorporate circular configurations with radiating lines, representations of the lotus flower as symbolic of purity, and specific Pali phrases derived from the Karaniya Metta Sutta encoding principles of universal goodwill. Recipients of metamahaniom yantra often report experiencing noticeably improved social interactions, preferential treatment in competitive situations, and unexpected assistance from strangers or acquaintances. Closely related but functionally specialized is the category of mahasanae, focused specifically on romantic attraction and sexual charisma rather than generalized social acceptance. The term derives from the Sanskrit shanai, meaning gradually or subtly, and refers to the gentle but persistent influence exerted upon others through this magical technology. Unlike cruder love spells found in various magical traditions worldwide, Mahasanae operates through the enhancement of natural attractiveness rather than through direct manipulation of another person's will. The metaphysical mechanism is conceptualized as the cultivation of namna chata, a form of vital essence that naturally draws others toward the bearer through subliminal recognition of compatibility and worthiness. Designs associated with this category often incorporate representations of specific flowers known for their aromatic potency, particularly the lotus, jasmine, and champaka, along with complex mandala configurations believed to enhance the subtle body's electromagnetic field. These yantra are traditionally placed on areas associated with personal magnetism, including the sternum, back of the neck, or solar plexus region. Locations identified in Thai medical traditions as centers of charismatic energy. The category of Maha Amnaj addresses supernatural technologies related to authority, commanding presence, and the exercise of legitimate power. Derived from the Sanskrit term mamnaya signifying great authority or domination, this classification encompasses yantra designs intended to enhance leadership qualities, intimidate potential adversaries, and establish hierarchical dominance through subtle energetic projection rather than explicit force. Historically, these designs were particularly sought after by military commanders, village headmen, and government officials whose responsibilities required the maintenance of social order through personal authority rather than institutional enforcement alone. The metaphysical mechanism is conceptualized as the amplification of what Thai occultists term dulayafap amnaj, the inherent capacity to project authoritative presence through energetic means. Designs associated with this category often incorporate representations of regents of the cardinal directions, celestial monarchs, or apex predators, symbolizing legitimate dominance within natural hierarchies. Contemporary applications extend to business executives, educators, and others whose professional efficacy depends upon the voluntary compliance of subordinates through recognized authority rather than coercive measures. The category of Chok Lop addresses supernatural technologies focused on general good fortune, auspiciousness, and the attraction of favorable circumstances across multiple domains of life. The term derives from chok, signifying luck or fortunate chance, and lop meaning wealth or advantage. This classification encompasses yantra designs intended to align the bearer with propitious cosmic currents, increasing the probability of beneficial coincidences and unexpected opportunities. Unlike more targeted magical categories, Chok Lop operates through general harmonization with what Thai occultists term krasay mongkon, the subtle energetic currents of auspiciousness that permeate the cosmos according to cyclical patterns. Ethnographic accounts frequently reference unexpected financial windfalls, fortuitous professional opportunities, or beneficial encounters occurring with unusual frequency among those bearing these yantra. Designs associated with this category often incorporate numerical squares with specific mathematical properties, representations of wish-fulfilling jewels from Buddhist iconography, and symbolic elements derived from Thai astrological systems identifying auspicious configurations. Beyond these primary categories exist numerous specialized magical purposes addressing particular domains of human concern, including Kok Fuban for protection of dwellings, Kakai for commercial success, Kong Grapan Nam for safety while traveling over water, and Kong Lao for mastery of oratorical abilities. This taxonomic proliferation demonstrates the remarkable specificity with which Thai magical traditions approach supernatural intervention, developing specialized technologies for particular domains of vulnerability rather than generalizing protective or empowering effects. The cultural emphasis on specificity reflects deep ontological assumptions regarding the structured nature of supernatural causation, wherein particular effects require correspondingly specific causes operating through appropriate channels of influence. This systematic approach distinguishes Thai magical traditions from more generalized conceptions of supernatural power found in certain other cultural contexts, and reveals the sophisticated theoretical frameworks underlying these seemingly arcane practices.